In today's video, we're going to be solving grade 12 mathematics 2023 paper 1 GCE. That's question 22a on integration, which says integrate this with respect to x. Well, how do we solve such a problem? This is our solution. Okay, so they want us to integrate this. Okay, all right. So how do we integrate? Well, for us to integrate, we are going to deal more with the powers, right? So let's start with this first part, which is 3x to the power 2. Well, what do? We add 1 to the power. Okay? After adding 1 to the power, we are going to say everything over the entire power. In this case, here we are going to have 2 plus 1. Okay? We move to the next one. Negative 5x. Well, what is the power here? Since we can't see it, the power is 1. Then what do to the power? We add 1 to the power. Then down there, we are going to put the entire power. In this case, we are going to have 1 plus 1. Okay? We move to the next one. Well, for this next one, I'm going to ask you a question. Okay? My question is, do you agree that 9 over x to the power 3 is equal to, or can also be written as 9x to the power negative 3? Do you agree? Well, if you agree, then we are going to replace. So this can also be written as this. So when we have such a thing and we want to integrate, we are supposed to convert it in that form. Okay? Therefore, here we are going to have 9x to the power negative 3. As usual, what do to the power? Well, we add 1 to the power. Then down there, what do? We get the entire power, which in this case we have negative 3 plus 1. Then we add c. Okay? Yes, guys. From there, we are going to have 3x 2 plus 1, that's 3, over 2 plus 1, that's 3. Okay? Minus 5x 1 plus 1, that's 2. 1 plus 1, that's 2. Then here we are going to have 9x negative 3 plus 1, that's negative 2. Negative 3 plus 1, that's negative 2 plus c. Okay? Yes, guys. Then here we're going to divide, right? This into this, we're going to have 1 multiplied by x to the power 3. We are going to have x to the power 3. Then here we're going to have negative 5x to the power 2 over 2. Then here we're going to divide, right? Yeah, everything that's here we divide it by negative 2. Okay, so it's more like positive divided by negative, so the negative will dominate. Therefore, we are going to have negative 9x raised to the power negative 2 over 2 plus c. Okay, then we are going to take this part into the initial form. As you can see here, our x was down, so we can take it down there. Okay, And for us to do that, I'm going to ask you a question. Okay, I'm going to ask you a question to say, do you agree that this, which is a negative 9x to the power negative 2 over 2, can be written as negative 9 over 2x to the power 2? Do you agree on this one? Do you agree, guys? Well, what is the explanation here? What is the explanation here? So negative 9x raised to the power 2 over 2 is equal to this. What does this simply mean? Well, we have our negative 9x to the power negative 2 over 2, right? So this thing can also be written as negative 9 multiplied by x to the power negative 2 over 2, right? Yes. Then this is equal to negative 9 multiplied by, when we have a negative power, for us to get rid of that negative, what do? Well, we just say 1 over everything except the negative, right? So we are going to have x to the power 2, right? But down there we already had 2, right? So we are going to have our 2 there. So this multiplied by this, we're going to have negative 9 over this multiplied by this, we're going to have 2x to the power 2. Okay, so this is where the negative 9 over 2x to the power 2 is coming from. Okay, so we can now replace. So we are going to have x to the power 3 minus 5x to the power 2 over 2 minus what? Minus 9 over 2x to the power 2 plus c. This therefore becomes our final answer. Okay, this therefore becomes our final answer, guys.